This is the TechPodcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.
CES 2012 coverage is sponsored in part by GoDaddy.com. Get 25% off their 4th generation hosting by using promo code CES2. Find more GoDaddy deals at tpn.tv.
We are dealing up a whole table full of products over here, and they're all arrayed. Welcome to Jerry Bessa, who's the CEO of iPowerUp, and you've dealt the hand here.
Thank you. And I hope it's a full house.
Well, we've got all sorts of things here, so we need to jump right in. We've got, looks like cell phone products, really, is what your company does.
Well, these are charger accessory products for smartphones and cell phones.
Okay.
We have the first two products are for the iPhone 4 and 4S.
Okay.
And essentially, these are charging devices with a fuel gauge on the back that gives you a sense of what your charge status is.
All right, let's go ahead and see if we can handle that up there. All right, so you've got an LED. Whoops, I don't know how to turn it.
Yeah, you just push it down.
Push it on there, and you see that it's fully charged up here. And the thing that's really impressive is how thin this is.
Thank you. It's also ergonomically designed just to be able to fit into the index of your finger, so you don't drop it or slip it. It's also a protective case. And of course, it has a nice rubber finish on it to give you a smooth touch and feel for use.
What's the power capacity on this?
This 1700 lithium polymer battery in it.
Okay, 1700 milliamp hours. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the price point?
Price point is $79.95, and it also is AC/DC USB chargeable through a micro port. You don't have to remove the phone when you want to charge up your when you want to sync up with your computer. So it just keeps it easy, and it keeps it in the case and keeps your phone protected.
All right, Courtney, was that fast enough for you?
I think so.
Yeah.
On to the next.
But the question is, how long does that extend your range?
Easily double your power.
Double the hours.
Yeah, the hours that you'd have in the phone. It's actually a higher battery capacity than what's in the Apple product.
Yeah. See, part of our audience is interested in the feeds and speeds.
Sure.
Courtney's interested in, okay, what is this really? What does this do for me?
What am I getting out of this? Yeah, how many more hours can I text?
Well, at least 6 to 8 hours of additional use time, okay? Under talk time, you're looking at 6 to 8. If you're digital streaming, you're looking at 4 to 6, dependent.
Gotcha.
And it depends on the features. We have another model, which is white. It's a glossy finish. You might like that under a white design. Same concept, same performance factor. And then we have a third model under this line, which is actually
that's their fancy model. Yeah.
And it has a magnetic latch on it, so it holds the back for you. It also has 2 card slots, so you can put your ID or your money or whatever you wish.
Yeah.
And then it has another magnetic latch.
And what's the price point on this?
$69.95.
Okay. And is this available now? Or?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
On
through retailers, or is this something only
through
direct?
retailers as well as through our website. We have another product which is actually an FM transmitter. What this does is
now that's interesting.
it's built into the device, so it enables you to use the FM transmitter when you're going to your car instead of having to plug in your transmitter.
Right.
In this case, what you're basically doing is, there's 2 models. This is the next generation model that actually has
Okay, if we could go ahead and move that over to the camera. So you're able to, you can see on the monitor there to your right.
This is an auto-tune model, and essentially once you push on your iPod or your iPhone music, then it automatically tunes to the station of either your radio in your home or your radio in your car, and then you can hear your music through it wirelessly.
Okay, and so you can set the frequency right down
It automatically sets it.
Oh, it automatically sets it.
It's an auto-tune.
What's the price point on that?
This is $89.95.
Not bad.
And here's one that's $79.95 that's a manual device. So on this one, where am I? Here I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
On this one, you actually hit the bottom button. I can't see it. Sorry.
We make people do everything upside down and backwards.
And then
so we've got some flashing LEDs there.
Yeah, and you hold down the second button, and now it tells you what channels you can go to. So there you tune to the channel. Same effect. It's wireless, and you can hear your music. You can also do digital streams.
So what's the range here? Is this something you can put back in the coffee cup holder and then couple it in the radio there, or do you have to put this?
This is RF, so it's not restricted to 30 feet. You have more distance.
Okay, so it's within 30 feet.
Actually, you can get about 60 feet with this model. Okay.
That's a long limo.
That is a very long limo.
So that would be our FM, what we call the iPower FM models.
Right.
We have one more for the iPhone. This is actually another model that actually gives you a solar initiative. This charges on indoor and outdoor light. It is for the iPhone, iPhone 4 and 4S.
All right. So you've got a charging indicator. Oh yes, this one's charged up here as well. Mm-hmm. And again, 1,700 milliamp hours.
Yeah, this is a 1,700 lithium polymer a milliamp battery built into it. It also has about let's see, 130 milliamps per hour outside and outdoor charging, and it's also indoor charging, but not as a high. It's a lower performance indoor, but it does charge indoor as well.
Yeah.
Under the also hybrid line, we have a BlackBerry model. This is for the Curve. It handles 4 different models. It's also solar. So you can see it also has a reversible clip, so you can reverse the device if you wanted to wear it outdoors while you're out and about. You can essentially put it on your holster, or if you're at lunch, you can bring out a clip and put it on a 45-degree angle to get maximum charge rate.
Get maximum charge from. Yeah.
It's also a universal charger, so there's 2 ports, charge up AC/DC USB and a charge out. So you can charge up other 5-volt devices. It comes with 2 cables. It has a fuel gauge on it, there you can see. And essentially, it's a great little product.
Is this still this 130 milliamp or 130 milliamp charge rate that
per hour? Yeah, roughly
per hour.
Sure.
Okay.
In this model, it equates to about 17 minutes of additional talk time for an hour's worth of solar.
Yeah.
But we recommend you pre-charge at AC or DC, and you're charging up 2 batteries. It charges the phone first, and it charges our product second. But when you take it, you've got a good support of power for you on the road.
Yeah, and if your work is outdoors,
it's perfect.
You turn that around, and that will give you
constant
charging while you're out there.
That's right.
And then I feel like I'm pushing you along, but I know we've got another demo that's going to be fun here in a moment. What's the last device on the table?
This is actually what we call the iPower amp. I can't seem to get it to pair because of all the things going on here.
Understand.
However, this is probably one of the best devices for portability if you want to listen to your music without a headset and have to carry your phone. This is Bluetooth, so it's wireless. It's just surprising sound, and I wish I could have shown it to you today. It vibrates. It actually has a vibration base to it, so it amplifies any substrate you set it on. So you get heavy lows and you get good highs, but the sound is very clean.
So if you pull that out and set that on the car hood,
oh, sure.
in a tailgater kind of situation,
you could use it that way. I look at it more like for socializing or gathering, or when you're traveling, when you're at a hotel and such as that.
Oh, okay.
Then you can just pair it up, play your music. You can set down your phone and go do what you want. You're not restricted to the movement.
Yeah. I know. As a frequent traveler, I find that I don't even turn on any of the devices. I'll bring up the laptop and I'll start up Pandora and I'll listen.
Right.
And what you could do here is you could pull the content off of your iPhone.
Sure.
Your own private tunes.
But you can also
put that on the desk.
You can also digital stream Pandora or any other radio satellite station that you want. You can utilize it through this, and that application actually applies to the FM transmitter as well.
Yeah.
So you have the same ability where you can listen to other music, if you will, from other protocols.
Okay, we got some other things here that we're going to have to work around here a little bit. Jack, what happened to the shade that we had here before?
Okay,
he's got it fixed up.
All right, here we go. So what this is called our iPower Pro. This is actually a micro projector. It's 680 by 460, and it's a DLP projector, so it's actually a micro projector, not a pico projector. I don't know if we're going to get the proper image here, but typically it's a very good image that you get when you actually show this model. One second.
Right, so the projector is the sled here at the bottom, where we did have our battery and so forth before, now has the projector.
One second.
Yeah, I'll hold my hand up here, and we'll see if it can. All right, there you can see it. Okay, Jack's going to go ahead and give it a shot here, and we'll see if we can get. Oh, you almost had it.
This is the avatar you're looking at. It's actually that's very good. I can probably help you a little. Yeah,
one of the problems with television lights is that they're really bright.
Let me just tell you, this will give you a 60 to an 80-inch screen. You can stand 6 to 9 feet or even 12 feet away.
Wow.
And the resolution on this is as good as a VGA monitor. So what you really have here is you have a projector in your pocket. It also digital streams Netflix, Yoo-Hoo, Crackle, any other digital stream service.
And what's the price point on this?
$229.
$229.
It also does PowerPoint presentations.
What sort of battery life would you get?
This has a
from this?
2200 lithium polymer battery in it, so it's self-charging or discharging. It's independent to the phone. So when you're showing a movie or whatever it is you're showing with a projector, it's not drawing from the phone. It draws from its internal battery.
So if I had a set of PowerPoint files that was on my iPhone and went into an environment, and all of a sudden it's like, well, hey, we got some time. Let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Sure.
You could bring up that PowerPoint. How many hours or how many?
You have 2.5 hours of runtime.
On the projector.
On the projector.
With the projector itself.
Right, and with the with the battery for the phone. Now you can use it as a charger as well if you want, just by simply using this method. You just flip the switch and now you're in a charge mode. So now it'll charge the phone as well. So it's a charger and it's a projector.
Yeah, and this is just slightly thicker than the iPhone.
It's not bad.
Than the iPhone 4 here.
That's really nice.
Where can
Very
people
sleek.
go for more information?
They go to our website and
I've
they can
got the
locate
website
the
up
product.
if you guys want to flip over
It
to
also has a speaker on it, so you can adjust the speaker and,
Okay.
and autofocus, so you have the ability to do it all. And we're coming out with another generation where we're going to give you hi-fi sound along with the projection unit or the projected image.
Right. What's your website again?
iPowerUp.net.
iPowerUp.net. Jerry, thanks very much for joining us here
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wow, that is cool.
The way stuff is just cool. The way things are going, the capabilities that we have, the charging while you're going would have been really useful for me here. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I should have picked up something the other night.
Yeah.
At a certain event that they were giving away for free.
Event that they were giving away. Yeah, I did mention that, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Oopsie. We're going to talk about GoDaddy.com right now, specifically 4GH hosting, which brings you the power of cloud computing at a web hosting price. New product from GoDaddy.com, and what it does, it enables you to have clusters of servers, which means that the old peak to average problem, where you are trying to figure out how to economically host your new media content, but then if it becomes extremely popular, you have a real problem because it's very expensive and it'll just jam up. Your server just won't be, your hosting environment just won't be able to handle the traffic. Now, we have to think about that a lot here at Tech Podcast, because in 2011, we had over
40 views. 40 views?
40 million.
Oh, 40 million. Okay.
Close to 40 million views that occurred from 2011. And we expect even more this year. And we have such confidence in the new GoDaddy hosting 4G system that we're on their cluster. We have 9 machines that are involved in this cluster. And you know how much we're paying for that? Between $4.99 and $9.99 a month.
That's incredible.
That
Great
is
price.
absolutely incredible. And there is a free SSL certificate that is included with that. That's a $14.95 value. And all sorts of protection against denial of service attacks. There's a daily scan for malware. And there's protection at the individual server level and also at the cluster level. Take a look. Go to GoDaddy.com, take a look at 4GH hosting, and then if it works for you, if it makes sense for your situation, sign up for 4GH hosting and include the code CES2. CES2. And what does that get you, Courtney?
25% off of a 1-year shared hosting package.
Or you can go to any of our sites and click on the GoDaddy banner, and that'll work as well. Just remember, CES2 is the code that you need to enter.
This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.